Thanks. Happy to be here. My name's Kirk. I'm with the Community Land Trust. I do have to tell you that I'm really nervous about this presentation, and I had this fear all day that someone would text me during this, and then I'd pull out my flip phone, and then you guys would all boo me. So just throw the shoes at the end, and that will be okay. Excuse me. The Community Land Trust has been working in and investing in Mountain View since early 2000, and we just think this is a super cool neighborhood. Don't know if you guys saw the paper on Saturday, but research shows that it's the most diverse neighborhood in America. We think that's pretty awesome. Mountain View has had its ups and downs, a lot of downs as of late, but we think it's climbing again. And that's due to a really concerted effort by the community to charge forward. And it's been affordable housing partners, and it's been the Land Trust, which makes investments along the commercial corridor. And when you drove down Mountain View Drive in like 97, 98, you saw a lot of chronic inebriates, liquor stores, pawn shops, junk car lots. Not many people thought that that was a great place to invest. And if you did want to buy something, it usually had environmental contamination, so you had asbestos too, which is just one of those not very good problems. The Land Trust took a targeted approach to economic revitalization for the neighborhood and started making investments along the corridor. So one of those buildings, we're proud to say, you're sitting in right now. So we decided that sunshine and solutions and bringing in nonprofits who make a difference and businesses who invest and employ people was a good thing. It's a 55,000 square foot office building, and it's been a whole story in itself, but it's really cool to have like the technology community in Anchorage here. Different investments we've made up and down Mountain View Drive include the diner right across the street. I hope you all have had lunch or breakfast there. Special Olympics, which is going to be building their statewide training facility. A lot of really cool things. The credit union, which is a whole story in itself that's pretty amazing. First financial institution in Mountain View in 20 years. And, you know, if you do the kind of traditional way of looking at how businesses locate places, you draw the circles on the map and you say this is where the people spend money, and then you locate in South Anchorage. Well, Credit Union 1 took the approach that they were going to make an investment in this community, and it hasn't been a social experiment. It's paid off and it's been super profitable. It's one of their top performing branches in the state. So it's another example of people doing good business. What I wanted to pitch, though, was we always try to think of ways to make Mountain View Drive super cool and attractive. And my idea, or our idea at the Land Trust, was to make Mountain View Drive one of the most interactive places for, maybe an interactive street, we'll call it. So a place where you can walk down the street, use your smartphone, scan QR codes, or I don't know how it works, obviously. But what we do bring to the table is we bring a lot of cool relationships, and we bring what makes Mountain View particularly unique too is a lot of really neat public art. This is just the car wash, and that's what they like to do to advertise that they're here. There's all these beautiful new pole banners, art garden sculptures. This one, which is pretty famous in the neighborhood, it's a bunch of wax faces of a bunch of people who live in Mountain View. Random street murals. This is in the library. So there's all this beautiful art, and that's what kind of makes this project really scalable too, is that I think Anchorage does a poor job of showing off its art, because you see it places but you don't get to interact with it. So what happens if, you know, I go into the Mountain View Library and I think I've taken a really cool picture of this, or took a picture of my friend with this, or interacted with it in some other new, unique way. We're hoping to maybe build a platform that people can share these things and have a chance to show off all the cool art in Mountain View, but we think it's scalable also to a city art program. You know, how can we interact with our public art in a new way? And I don't think it's being done very well anywhere else. You know, you kind of get the worded thing that you go stand and stare at, and then you go on to the next one and you stand and stare at that, but how can I use technology to interact with things? The other thing that we bring is a really cool history of the homesteaders and all these great pictures of old Mountain View, so integrate that in the approach. This was actually a thing.
The Browns.
Yeah, most people don't know this, but this lion actually used to live at the first A&W root beer right here on Mountain View Drive. So, appreciate it, guys. And we really want to, really excited about this, really want to engage with the organization. I won't be here next weekend. No, I think I will be. I am fortunate I get to go to DC to help tell the Mountain View story on a national stage, so we're really excited about that. But we'll have Radhika Krishna, who's in our office, and a really wonderful gal, be there to work too. So, is there any questions?
Question about the pictures. So, like, it sounds like you can populate this already as sort of a map with pictures. How many pictures like that do you have? I mean, how many pictures do you have?
The past and present?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean thousands. There's a lot. We have a lot of pictures of Mountain View
Are
Drive.
they in any kind of electrical format?
A lot of them we have. It's kind of a spectrum of the older stuff where they won't be much better than this maybe. And then we have a lot of pictures from the early 80s, 90s, and they get better and better, and then a lot of them are online.
Do you have the tag by location?
Yeah. Right. Oh, no. What? Say it again?
Do you have the pictures tagged by location?
No.
Oh.
No, not there.
I mean, I've seen a little about this before. But you've got a certain data set of these that are tagged. So your front end or basically a prototype could be created, and you guys put the back end data in after it's created, right?
I think that would be the way it would work. Yeah. We would. You know, what we could do is, what we bring is a lot of relationships and partnerships with business owners, with the municipality, with the artists who created pieces, so we could show off data in different ways. You know, like this itself is a story, but then there's a story of how it was created, the story of the artist who did it, and you don't get that from just looking at it. So we think there's a lot more information that could be shared too.
And so, like, you're looking for something like QR code. Would augmented reality work better, where you actually have a camera, you sway it around and have like little things you can tap on?
That's what.
We had the same thought.
Yeah.
I think that's what.
If you had the camera on and you're poking around, and you can somehow like match the image to where it is, and like especially
Or
with old stuff.
Background app. So it pops up, hey, you got something nearby.
Yeah, push notification. Ding, something cool's nearby.
Okay, you guys are on the team.
I can't do it. Not my skill set.
This is less a question, more an observation, but there are, one thing that might make this project somewhat approachable is there are various and sundry mobile art walk applications that already exist, which means that, you know, from a project standpoint, it might be possible to go out, find one that's, you know, viably licensed, either open source or I don't know if there's anything in commercial space on that, but get a hold of that and then work with Anchorage Community Land Trust on helping them set it up and teach them how to get data in it, which might mean that it's one of those things that's, you know, you could actually get, if you leverage an existing application, you might be able to get a whole lot done in a relatively short period of time. And I don't know if, you know, any of the existing ones, you know, truly fit your vision or not, but it's something to think about.
Sounds good. Thank you.